ahead and refresh. We got that thumbnail up. Tell me what you all think about this. Welcome in Text Notification Squad. Thank you all so much for getting here and getting here early. It matters. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. Leave a comment. It matters for the algorithm. So yeah, thank you all so much. Hey Black, look at you and your thumbnail. Ooh la la. Johnson. Thank you so much. This is what we've been talking about recently. And you know what? Thank you, because I'm going to have to I'm going to need to pull up a video that we need to watch. So thank you for that. And yes, so we have Patriot, who is back from the dead, who went and saw how much brushes cost. Like, somebody was commenting on my video the other day and they were like, $200 for the pack is too much. And I'm like, you don't even know what's in the pack, right? She was like, I buy expensive name brand makeup and it's under that price. And I'm like, you a doggone lie. And then somebody else came out and was like, yeah, it's true. So I was like, listen, if you could get this quality vegan makeup someplace else, all of the things that I'm providing for $200, by all means, go get it there. And then one of the girls started deleting her comments. So I don't know what was up with that. Well, you know, I told her to go on over to Kylie's page and tell Kylie her lipsticks were too much. Oh, my song! Oh my goodness, I'm late. All right, here we go, y'all. You ready for the remix? Here we go. Boom, boom, into my room. Boom, boom, ayy, boom, boom, ayy, boom, boom, into my room. Ayy, 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 ayy. Yeah, so the pack is going to be somewhere between $200 and $400, depending on what's inside the pack. But it's coming chock full with so many different wonderful, amazing things. I'm really proud of this pack. I'm really, really proud of it, and I'm happy to be able to bring it forth. You know, when you turn nothing into something, when you turn an idea or a comment or mentions into something real and tangible, it's an amazing thing. And some people just can't see the vision, and so many of us are so caught up on things that just don't matter. You know what I mean? You know what does matter? Hey, boom, boom, into my room. All right, I'm just joking. Come on, let's get it, y'all. 1 minute, 15 seconds on the clock. Oh no, Davita is in FB jail. I'm looking at an apple from her. Oh my Lord, what is going on out there? Speaking of which, you know, I crossed 1 million on Facebook about 2 weeks ago, and guess who has a real life personal content creator rep at Facebook? I just had a meeting with her the day before yesterday, and I'm like, big things are gone. Into my room, boom, boom, ayy, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 into my room. Boom, 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 into my room. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, the applause was down low. We're going to have to get that started again. All right, listen, I'm your host, Tanya TKO. And as you know, I'm a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral topics as teachable moments for what self-love looks like in your life. We mainly use moving away from videos for people who are able to see a theme and recognize what they can shift in their life so that that is not them. Look, before we jump into the video, we need to get live on these other platforms because we are simulcasting the show. So we are live on LinkedIn, we're live on Twitter, and we are live on Facebook. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Tanya TKO, and I'm a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for what self-love or self-abuse looks like in your life. And there's been a theme that we've been talking about recently on my channel. We've been talking about these horrifying lyrics that exist in rap music here in this country. We put it out there to find out if there were other cultures, other Black people, other cultures of Black people across the world that degrade women in the ways that they are degraded, to the magnitude that they're degraded in this country. I'm not just talking about some sensual lyrics here or there. I'm talking about 97% of the content coming out being misogynistic, hateful towards women, misogynoiristic, and just plain degrading to the Black female form. There's a few different things that I want to show you today. So I want you to take a look at this. This is what we're going to be talking about today. This is a bus. This looks like Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles to me. And there's a Caucasian gentleman, this guy right here, who is going off. He saw this bus cover and he actually gave a call to action for Black women. He started asking some questions that I think that we as Black women need to answer, right? Listen, this is not a channel that you sit down on passively and pretend as if other people are causing the problems in your life. This is a channel where you are going to be asked to look within your own life and see what type of changes you can make in your own life that will shift and alter what is going on for you. So listen, we're going to jump into the video. This video is sponsored by my vegan makeup pack, and I am wearing all vegan makeup tonight, and I feel absolutely amazing. The lip color is popping. I just feel really good, and I'm going to tell you all more about it after we watch this video. But let's take a look and let's take a listen here. Let's take a look and take a listen. Oh, Lord, it looks like we're going to have to refresh. Give me 1 second. Let me just refresh the video. Let me refresh the whole page, as a matter of fact, and then just get the video up. Okay, hold on. It looks like it's playing now. Let's get this big. Let's make sure the volume is up. And there is some profanity, so user discretion advised, or viewer discretion advised. Here we go.
Neighborhood. What the?
Oh, hold on. I got to get the audio right. Here we go. He's hollering, so let me just turn this down just a little bit, since he is hollering like this, and then we'll adjust it. All right, here we go.
Neighborhood. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus, rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, Black women? Is this what you want, Black women? Is this what you want? Look at this bull fucking shit. Look at this shit on the side of a bus. Is this what you want, Black women? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be respected? Is this how you want to be respected in life? This is how you want to look? This is how you want to be portrayed? Stand up to this bullshit. I'm from Philly. I actually should support Meek Mill. This is fucking disgusting bullshit. Look at this lady. Look at this. This is on the side of a bus where little girls can pull up and see this shit. That's her fucking pussy. Let's not mistake what this pink dot is. This is disgusting. This is satanic bullshit. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of... Look at this shit that you're getting on. This is for everyone to see. Little girls are seeing this crap. It's fucking crap. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. I'm so sick of them just rubbing Satanism right in your face. Oh, it's for art? This is art? Is this art? Black and white checkerboard. What is that? It's a Masonic flooring. Duh. Look at this garbage. Money. Money, 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 money. Garbage. Garbage. Wake up. Wake up. It's all related.
All right. So, all right. We're going to play that back again, and I'm going to stop it, and we're going to dive into different pieces of it. I see that there's some people who have some commentary about his comments, and that they feel that he is blaming Black women. I find this video refreshing. I find it refreshing. You know what? We'll play it again, and we'll go piece by piece as we stop to talk about this. But I find this refreshing. I feel that this is a conversation that needs to be had, and I feel like we're not having the conversation enough. I feel like we're skirting past it and absolving ourselves of any type of culpability for our lack of participation, our numbness, our lack of action, in terms of, I felt that this was an amazing call to action for women to wake up and to stop lying down and allowing these types of images and imagery of us to be portrayed out there. I feel that this bus rap is sick. Not because I have an issue with nudity, not because I have an issue with sensuality, but because this man is pimping the image of Black women, using us as a prop for his album cover to be, avant-garde, to be salacious, to pique the interest. And you know what? We're going to play this. We're going to play this again. So let's jump back into this, and let's go ahead and play this one more again. Let's play this one more again, right? Oh my gracious. My chatting is so big. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so let's continue going forward, and we'll play it again. And then we're going to stop this time and give our commentary.
Neighborhood. What the fuck is this?
And you see what he's pointing at, because he can see that there's this pink dot between her legs. This artwork was created by a woman by the name of NINA CHANEL ABNEY, who has since had to privatize her Instagram page. She was happy and promoting the stuff just a little while ago. Look, sorry, this page is not available, because on Google, when you search for her name, you see that she was promoting the video. And I saw the video the other day. It was a video of the artwork being put together, and it actually, it looked like, when you're in school, and you remember when you were in school and you had like those cutouts and you would glue everything down, it kind of looked like that. But since this has gone viral and people have their backlash, and listen, there are rappers who are coming out and are supporting Meek Mill in this. But when you click on her thing that was on Google the other day, it says, sorry, this page is not available. So she's gone ahead and taken down her page, but we were able to find images of her. Let me get this up for you all right now. Give me just 1 second. Let me link to the correct browser. All right, this is her. So make no mistake about it. This art was created by a Black woman. This is a Black woman right here. This is the art. This is the type of art that she creates. So she creates this kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Stencily, it's not a stencil, but it's something. She creates these construction paper cutout type things, but art is in the eye of the beholder. And so she has provocative, what the hell? Okay, let's continue going forward. So this is her, other images of her. You see she's got her arms folded. She looks, I want how, sometimes it's so difficult to speak and be politically correct. She looks a little masculine to me, right? Which makes me wonder, with her presenting as masculine, does she have a predisposition for the feminine? Like, does she like women? Does she enjoy the female form? Is this why she felt so comfortable to depict women in this way? Look, it looks like she's been on the cover of the New Yorker. It looks like she has an Uno card game. So this woman has been doing her thing with this art that she's been creating, right? Looks like she's done some sports stuff as well, and I guess some police brutality or some other stuff, right? So, I mean, this is her style. This is her style, right? This is the type of stuff that she makes, because when I first heard about this, I was like, who did he get? Who did he commission to do this horrifying artwork, right? Because me personally, I felt that this was a pimping of the Black woman's image, and that when people need to get a buzz, when people need to get things cracking, that they use our image and they prop us up in any number of degrading ways. Kind of like the way that they used the Belgium zoo used to have Black people in the zoo. We'll Google that real quick. Listen, let's Google it. Belgium zoo, Black people. Look, I'm sure you all remember the images of Black people in the Belgium Zoo, with people coming by to see Blackie, right? Little girl there in the zoo. These types of images make me so angry, because oh God, this person's arm is, oh my gosh. These people have been so cruel to us over the years, and treating us like animals and non-human. This is it. What? Why is this child laying down on the floor like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The human zoos. Listen, so nonetheless, right? Nonetheless. When it's convenient for them to want to draw a buzz, they know who Black women are then. They know what a Black woman looks like then. There's no ambiguity about it. There's no ambiguousness. There's not the very brown skin got her bunked over with the pink showing. Let me show you just some images of the artwork in and of itself. So this is going around on tour buses. Look, this is going around on tour buses, on billboards. It looks like this may even be in some sort of, is this New York? I don't know, because Times Square has a lot of buildings that look like that, but that doesn't look like the middle of Times Square. I don't know. And then they got billboards with this, and then they got out in the ocean with this madness. So he did a full campaign. Let's take a look at this and see. Let's make sure that there's no music here. I gotta get the music off. All right, so look, this is how the artwork was being prepared. They were getting the little construction papers together, or however this was made. You see the nipples or black dots or whatever that is. So they made this whole construction paper thing, right? And they gluing and painting stuff down. It looks like she has a male that is putting this together for her. And all of these people doing all of this thought that this was okay. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. In the artwork, he's crying. He's crying. All right. Well. So that's how it went down. That's how it went down, right? And so they're rolling this out, wanting to get their publicity, etc. And in the effort of getting their publicity, they use the image of the black woman bent over with money, with palm trees, and looking very animalistic, and all of this stuff. It's just degrading. The image is just degrading. And showing and convincing little black girls who pass by unmistakably what people feel their worth is, what people feel that they're for, what their position and station seems like it should be in life. We're going to jump to a video that I wanted to show you all real quick. And then we're going to jump back to his video and play it again and listen for pieces. But I wanted to play this for you all, right? This is a video. Let me see if I can get a better screen here. A video talking about rap lyrics and how and why talking about taking the lives of black people is so prevalent in rap music. We're just going to give a little listen to it. Let's hear.
Jacksonville, or New Orleans, or Chicago.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
How come when you turn on the radio in Jacksonville, or New Orleans, or Chicago, or Little Rock, the only people on the radio that talk about how great it is to kill each other are black?
Listen.
How come that exists? 15 stations on a dial, go up, go down. The only people on the radio bragging about getting automatic weapons, gunning each other down, are black. This right.
This guy, he does this TED Talk, and his TED Talk is prolific because he talks about the gatekeepers in the record industries that allow for them to put out certain types of messages, but they have to stay on script. I'm going to jump to the middle of this to see if we can find the part where he talks about how Rick Ross went off script when he talked about giving that girl Molly and her and him violating her while she did not know she was being violated, and how they shut him down and took away his endorsements. And I see that he's gotten endorsements again. And I'm saying we really need to stand up. We need to stop dancing in the clubs to these songs. We need to stop supporting suppliers, advertisers who advertise on stations that play these types of things. Stop giving our dollars, stop giving our support.
Sexualized, hyper-criminalized male. I asked these advertisers,
hey, let's
black people that get on the radio every day in white-owned companies, white-owned stations with white-owned sponsors that play the role of hyper-sexualized, hyper-criminalized male. I asked these advertisers, I say, I've got hundreds of songs a day that celebrate killing animals. Will you put them on your station? They said, no. I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about assaulting women and abusing kids. Would you put them on your station? They said, no. I said, I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about murdering blacks. Would you put them on your stations? They said, well, that depends. Depends on what? Who it's done by and who it's branded for.
You're hearing this, right? And then he goes on to talk about how when Rick Ross went off script, they canceled him.
Associating their name with certain content. You know, there's certain stuff you can't buy at the store. Certain stuff you can't get on iTunes because their brand doesn't want it. But if you want to hear black people celebrating killing black people, they got thousands and thousands and thousands of those things to sell you. I don't think it's about censorship. I think it's about American cultural hypocrisy. Because here's the truth. These black entertainers, they can't sing just about anything. There's some stuff that'll get them fired, and they get dropped, and they get fired, and they get slapped on the wrist, and they get disciplined all the time. Why? Because sometimes they step over the bounds. A very famous case is what happened with Rick Ross. Rick Ross is the Mammy Two Shoes, one of the many Mammy Two Shoes of our day. He's a black entertainer in a world carved out for him and a role carved out for him by white entertainment companies. And one day he talked about, in the middle of a song that celebrated dealing drugs and killing blacks, he made a reference to date rape. And when he made that reference to date rape, that set social media on fire. That got 100,000 petitions in 24 hours. Hey, buddy, date rape is no joke. That had white people standing outside of Reebok in New York saying, you better take this seriously. We're tired of a rape culture in America. One line in one song moved the masses. And you know what Reebok did? Did they stand by him and say, hey, we believe in freedom of speech. We believe in freedom of expression. It's just a song. Calm down. No, they fired his tail on the spot. The president came out and said...
So you know what? He continues on. This is a prolific audio. So when you all are saying, oh, this man is weird, it sounds like he's blaming black women. No. Black women, listen up and see how things are done. See how things are done. I remember, listen, I'm going to tell you all this story real quick, and then we're going to jump back to the audio, not the audio, the video of that man, and we're going to break it down piece by piece. I'm inside of this fan club on a social media site, right? And one of the rules of the fan club is that there is no bullying allowed inside of the group, right? I put up a post inside the group, and there was a woman who decided to antagonize me and bully me inside of the group. Before I came into the group, I had asked whether or not I could post a video of mine, right? And I was like, there are several different admins of this group, right? There's a black female admin, there was a white female admin, and I had to think to myself, who should I write to ask them whether or not I should post this in the group? And I said, well, I'm a black woman, she's a black woman, maybe she may give me favor and say, go ahead and post it. And I was like, let me see. So I wrote to the black woman. I didn't hear back from her, so I wrote to the white woman, right? I waited. I didn't hear back from either one of them until later in the day. The black woman came back and said, yeah, go ahead and post it. Just make sure that you interact in the group. The white woman also came back and said, you know what, go ahead and post it. Just make sure that you are interacting and creating other posts and dialoguing, right? So I said, okay, wonderful. So I started creating all of these posts and talking about this topic that I really love, right, to talk about. And then this woman came onto one of my posts and started bullying me, and started talking about my level of intelligence and going off and doing all this stuff and trying to mock me and all of this stuff, right? Just going on and on. So I said, you know what? I had interactions with with two different admins, a black female admin and a white female admin, according to the rules of the group, right? There are no warnings given. They show you the rules of the group, and if you break the rules, you're kicked out of the group, right? So I'm going to do a survey real quick. All right. If you all, as a black woman, would have written to the black female admin, I want you to put up the number 1. If you all, as a black woman, would have written to the white female admin, I want you to put up the number 2, and I want you to tell me why. So put up 1 or 2 and then tell me why, right? So let's take a look. Go ahead. Someone is saying, how can you contact me? Inside of the description of this video, there's I think it's a link, TanyaTKO.com, and click on contact. There's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait for it to catch up. We've gotten to 1,000 messages. Okay, 1. All right, so tell me why. Why would you have contacted her? Right? Okay, so tell me why. Because I had to think. I said, what do I do about this? Because, I flagged her posts and the bullying posts, right? Okay, 1, because I can relate to her. Okay. Damn, I missed the question. Actually, you got to get here on time. 1, because we are both black women. Now, that's a tricky one. Just going by quick. Let's see. 2, they aren't as judgmental compared to most black women, my experience. 3, I would have cussed out the bully. Then we both would have gotten kicked out. I typically get better response from white women. All right, so I appreciate you all taking the time to take the survey. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what it is that I did. I said, you know what? I'm a black woman. She's a black woman. I can imagine that she would be sympathetic to me. Let me write to her. So I wrote to her. Her response to me was, girl, that ain't bullying. No, she was like, girl, you ain't being bullied. She was like, if you don't like the comments people are writing, then don't read them. Or just ignore them, or don't post on the internet or something like that. This is what she said to me. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I had taken screenshots, right? And then I had to retake the screenshot and circle parts of it, right? And I was like, these are the things that she's saying. I'm like, are you going to say that this is not bullying, right? And I'm like, well, you know what? I was like, listen, I read the rules of the group, right? I just thought that you all would want to know. I was like, because I'm one person in the group. I'm like, I don't know how many other people she's interacting with and behaving this way. So I was like, I just thought that I would let you all. I was like, I'm going to block her. But I just thought that I would let you all know because she is in this group and she is interacting with other people, right? So then she came back and she said, oh, wow, you know what? You're right. I took another look at it. You're right. That is bullying. And she's like, I went ahead and deleted her comments. And I'm like, but she's still in the group, unleashed, right? Running rampant. So I wrote back to the Black female admin and I said to her, you know, according to the rules of the group, people who are caught bullying are kicked out of the group, no questions asked, right? No warnings. That's what the rules of the group say. And I was like, thank you for you know, admitting or finally realizing that this was bullying. I was like, thank you. And I just left it at that. I wrote a message to the white admin. How do you think the white female admin responded? I'm going to put your things up on the side right here. How do you think she responded, the white female admin? How do you think she responded? There's a 20-second delay, so I'm going to give you all a few moments to come up with your answers. And then, like I said, we're going to jump back into this video, right? So I'm waiting for you all to come through. And Real is saying, Abiola is saying, sorry, I would have messaged the white woman admin. Okay. How do you think she responded? How do you think she responded? How do you think she responded? Okay. Listen, so I see you all are coming up with your different responses. Let's see. The same. Nettie says, kicked out the bully. Someone said, took care of business. Calm and empathetic. She kicked out. Took care of. She kicked out the group. Group's rare. She was better than that. She removed her. All right. Thank you all for participating in the survey. Right? Thank you for participating in the survey. I'm going to tell you how she responded. She wrote back to me. And she said, oh, that woman wasn't taken care of yesterday when she made those comments. She said, I've gone ahead and removed her from this group. That's what she said. She said, I have gone ahead and removed her from this group. There was no back and forth or no, are you seeing this wrong? Oh, that's on you, girl. Don't read it, Dan. You got control. You need to, none of that. None of that. She kicked her out of the group because this woman had violated the rules of the group. And this woman respected the rights of the group, the boundaries set thereof. And when the woman crossed the boundaries clearly stated in the group, she was kicked out because this white woman valued what was going on, or she perhaps valued what was going on in the group, the energy created, the rules made, the love she has for herself. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but she took care of it. Plain and simple. You heard inside of that video that we were watching with the white male preacher who was coming out talking about hip hop music and the disgracefulness of the content, the subject matter, and the lyrics, right? And then so now we have this video of this man coming forward, and we're going to go part by part inside of the video because I want us to discuss it, because there are Black women who are like, oh, he's weird, he's blaming us. No, he's giving you a call to action to tell you to snap out of it. Snap out of it and wake up and realize that your voice matters. That setting boundaries works. That coming together and advocating for yourself is what you need to do in the instances when your image is being degraded. Publicly, in music, on the sides of buses, privately, whatever. He's telling you to stand up. And when I tell you that we make content about self-love on this channel, this is a self-love issue, because Black women, we need to stop sitting down, taking this and sipping champagne or Henny or whatever it is as these degrading lyrics are playing in the club. We need to write to whoever's the bus company that is holding these raps, refuse to get on those buses, make a stink, cause a stir, set a boundary, and when those boundaries are violated, that we stand up and we stand together. because it's very easy for us to come together and advocate for other people's issues. But what about advocating for ourselves? What about knowing that we are worth being able to be in a safe environment where our daughters are able to be safe walking down the street? Speaking of which, we did a video last night about a predator. Congratulations to all of you who raised a fuss last night, because the man video is down. It's gone. And remember, he had that video up for 2 weeks, and there were other people who reported on it. But thank you to the ladies who got up, who said that they sent it where it is that we know that we needed to send it, right? And then when we woke up this morning, the video was gone. So thank you. Thank you for doing the damn thing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so now let's go through this video piece by piece. Let's go.
Neighborhood. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Look at this bull fucking shit. Look at this shit on the side of a bus. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be respected? Is this how you want to be respected?
Oh, you can't see it.
This is how you want to look.
I'm sorry. I'm caught up. You can't see it. You can't see it. I'm sorry. I was caught up in a flurry, y'all. I was caught up in a flurry just now. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me. I was caught up in a flurry. I'm telling you. Let's do that again. What
so as you fuck see, is this? What?
You see that they are showing and depicting. You see the pink area between her legs, her bending over, assuming the position that it is posited that what we are good for, what it is our worth is. Naked on the side of a bus like an animal in the zoo.
What is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Look at this bullfuck.
And you see there's some dots on her chest, or those are nipples. I don't even know.
Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be respected?
And so he's giving you a call to action. He's not blaming you. He's asking you a question. How do you feel about your image being depicted in this way? Because he can recognize that this is inappropriate. And it's time that we stop sleeping and just stop going idly by. Remember, there was a guy who called into my show, and he called in and was like, oh, well, there are other predators out there, so why should we arrest R. Kelly when there's so many out there, right? And we were talking about how you just can't lay down in the grass and just let the weeds take you. It's time that we stop laying still and laying down and allowing anything to happen to us, happen to our image. And you notice, listen, they're quick to be like, oh, everybody is black, Asians are black, Latinas, everyone is black, until it's time to do the depiction, right? And then all of a sudden they know exactly what a black woman looks like and how brown her skin is, et cetera, et cetera. So listen.
Is this how you want to be respected in life? This is how you want to look? This is how you want to be portrayed? Stand up to this bullshit. I'm from Philly. I actually should.
So he's telling you to stand up. And it's like we've been asleep for so long. And this man is trying to jar people out of their slumber. And it shouldn't even have to be him saying this, because he seems angry. He seems angry. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Righteous indignation. But where is the rest of our anger? Listen, from what it is that I see, black male hip hop artists like even Killer Mike are supporting it, talking about, oh, this is just art. We'll play this. And listen, Mukuro Owe is saying, women, you disrespect yourselves. That's why this is happening. No, mother. Let me calm myself down. We live in patriarchies across the world where men have rule, right? This is happening because men rule and toxic masculinity is reigning right now. In your country, there is vast amount of toxic masculinity. In our country, there's vast amount of toxic masculinity. Women are raised in the patriarchy. They are raised steeped in the R-word culture. They are raised steeped in male worship. They are raised steeped in feeling that men are protectors and men are gods and men are leaders, etc. And men are failing to lead. Men are failing to lead. Men have created this toxic culture. Men continue to perpetuate the R-word culture. Men. Men are the ones who are using their phalluses and using them to assault women and girls. So listen, sir, I need you to hush your mouth and listen. A womb holder is speaking, and I am speaking to other womb holders. I do not need you. I promise you, with all that is good on this earth, I will block you here today. This is not your place to speak. Hush. Be quiet. Sit down. A womb holder is speaking to other keepers of the womb. Hush. Hush now. Hush. It is not your place. You need to go take your black ass and go speak to men. I am talking to women now, okay? All right. If you want to end this, it's going to take the efforts on both fronts. It's not for a person with two dangling balls to come swinging them and beating them about women's bodies, necks, heads, and face, talking about what women are doing wrong. We need men to grapple up their nuts and go talk to other men about ending their contribution to the toxicity. I am talking to women about waking up and realizing that we are steeped in this toxicity. Listen. So hush, hush. Let's go back to the video. I made myself clear, correct? All right. Let's continue. Let's continue.
To support Meek Mill. This is fucking disgusting bullshit. Look at this lady. Look at this. This is on the side of a bus where little girls can pull up and see this shit. That's her fucking pussy. Let's not mistake what this pink dot is. This is disgusting.
Because it's like they're trying to tell you, this is your worth, black woman. This is assume the position. When I want to sell album covers, when I want to make some money, I know how to come for a black woman then. But when it's time to protect and to provide, when it's time to stand up, you see how they stand up. They sit down in the comments and tell you what the hell you're doing wrong instead of going into male spaces and speaking up and contributing over there. They want to try to beat you about your neck, face, and body with their ball sacks too. Let's continue.
This is satanic bullshit. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of... Look at this shit that you're getting on. This is for...
And so they expect for people to get onto a bus and ride a bus with the images of animalistic black women, hair looking wild. Look at her face with dots on her cheeks and red minstrel lips and this and the pink dot and the bunkers up in the air and the hair and the little twiggies and whatever is going on up there. Big bushy eyebrows and two eyes just looking back from the side, right?
For everyone to see. Little girls are seeing this crap. It's fucking crap.
Look, and you see this, right? In case you can't see, look in close. There are two dots. One black dot right here, one black dot right there with some long, oblong looking tatties. Face looking all a minstrel mess. With her yellow hair and the pole behind her. Big old pink lips. I mean, you see it. with some dice. She doesn't even have a body or legs. She's just sinking into the floor. We see it. And this is what they felt would be okay. So Black women, I'm telling you, stand up. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, and open up your mouth, open up your keyboards, and start typing and writing. Who is it that we need to write to say that this is not okay? All of these bus companies that are allowing this to happen, we need to contact the MTA, the PTA, the MMA, all of the different bus companies in the different cities that are allowing this to go down. We need to contact them and let our voice be heard. No, no longer are we sitting here quiet, just allowing this to go down. No. Let's continue.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting. I'm so sick of them just rubbing Satanism right in your face. Oh, it's for art. This is art. Is this art? Black and white checkerboard. What is that? It's a Masonic flooring. Duh. Look at this garbage. Money. Money, 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 money. Garbage. Garbage. Wake up. Wake up. It's all related.
All right. So listen, we've already talked about that, a lady. We have shown her image. You got to get here on time. Join the text notification squad. So what are your thoughts about what it is that we have seen so far? What are your thoughts about what it is that we've seen? What is that I hear? All right. So let's get into it, right? Molly sends $5 and says, love knockout 100. Absolutely. We love you too, Mama. Thank you. Faith sends $2 and says, I sent you a message about the designer. Okay, I'm going to check that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. MD sends $1 and says, the studs tend to be misogynistic. Really? I've heard that before. I've heard that they are worse than men in the community in terms of how they use and abuse women. Dia sends $2 and says, sorry about what happened to you. Brutal. I don't know what happened to me, but I appreciate you saying you're sorry. Listen, there are some people who are feeling like they're ganging up on Tanya online. And there is a part of me that feels so bad about how little F's I give. I feel like there's a part of me that should care, but I just don't. And I don't know why I don't care. And I wish that I knew why I didn't care. I think it's because I can see the grander picture of life. And also I don't care about people's opinions about me. I really don't. So I appreciate that, Dia, but let's continue moving forward, baby. Pepper sends $1 and says, he's not blaming us, he's defending us. And that's the thing, that women, we need to be able to open up our eyes and realize when a person is defending us. We need to open up our eyes and realize that. Branding Up sends $1 and says, if those naked women were white. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't use white women. He didn't use tan-colored women. He didn't. He used unambiguous brown skin, all of them. Deep, rich chocolate skin, no cafe au lattes, none of that. None of that. None of that. And Nay says, notice a black lady dancing on the bus, sick. Is there a black lady dancing on the bus? I didn't see that in the thing. I'll have to watch it back when we come back through the video. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate all of the apples. This segment of the video has been sponsored by the Cash Apples, so I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and take a look at I feel like I should open up the phone lines because we've been on and we actually are making good time. So we can actually open up the phone lines. Let me go to my email and check the email that the young lady sent me about the designer. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull this up. Let me give her a thumbs up over there. All right, give me 1 second. Look, we create content together over here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you sent me. All right. You sent me. Oh, my Lord of mercy. So this is the designer's website that I just clicked on, y'all. This is how it opened. This is how the website opened. So this is the woman's website right here. And it opens up to, it looks like some people engaging in some sort of orgy. That's what it looks like to me. So that's the main page. Then it says exhibitions. Then it says her work about, let's see, public work, painting, collages, editions, special projects. Let's see if his project is in there. No, she got cell phone cases in the special projects. Interesting. Let's see. News, exhibitions, events, about, biography. Oh, let's look at her biography. Oh my goodness, that's her? All right. Combining representation and abstraction, Nina Chanel Abney's paintings capture the frenetic peace of contemporary culture, broaching subjects as diverse as race, celebrity, religion, politics, sex, and art history, blah, 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 blah. But we see the image of her on the side right there. Let's click on her. Oh, it just goes back to the main page. Let's see. About, biography. We did that already. I don't know. Let's see. Videos. Let's see what the videos are. Let's see what this is right here. No, we can't have any sound. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, she is very masculine. Oh, she's talking. Hold on, let's get a little bit of sound for the talking.
It's on a solo exhibition.
Oh.
What inspires my work is just the everyday. If I'm watching the news or listening to a certain song, everything in the moment as I'm making that work can find itself into the painting.
All right, well, listen, art is art. So Killer Mike defends Meek Mill, right? So Killer Mike defends Meek Mill's expensive pain bus ad amid criticism over sexual imagery. And see, this is so problematic. It's like, here we are standing up and speaking out against this. And then we have people like this who are coming and speaking out against us speaking up. And he basically says, it's art, absolutely. It's opening up the thing. Okay, it opened it up. That's fine. It says, it's art, absolutely. We as a society see naked humans in art in museums. We should also be cultured enough as adults and parents to have a convo about nudity and art with our children. I say this as a parent, rapper, and a High Museum of Art board member. Love and respect, Doc. Yeah, you know, the issue is that there is lopsided representation. And there's a content creator by the name of Chrissy that talks about corrective promotion for dark-skinned women and girls. And there's just too much. Like, I remember the other day when I was looking up a picture, I Googled Black woman attitude. And all of the images were of dark-complected Black women. And when I looked up biracial, there was dark-complected Black women that were like, all of this, right? Just looking crazy. And I Googled biracial woman attitude. And it was more like the hands on the head up in the Superman pose, that type of attitude, right? And the issue is that there's lopsided representation for dark-skinned, brown-skinned Black women and girls. And they are seen as hypersexualized. There just isn't enough. Like 2 years ago, 2019, I did a presentation on Bitcoin, right? And when I was looking for images of Black women in luxury, there were none. There were no images of black women on yachts and black women in expensive fancy dresses and getting out of expensive cars. There were none in 2019. And I'm happy to hear that the field has added women, black women who are traveling and living their best life, and they have on their big brim hats and their sleek dresses, and they're sipping champagne. And I'm happy that those images are starting to come out. But unfortunately, in the record industry, there are not enough images to balance out this over sexualization of black women and girls. So no, Killer Mike, this is not about humans and art and history. And as a matter of fact, there are many women who complain about the fact that painting images of naked women was so prevalent in fine art, that this is the way women made their debut, but women could not be painters themselves. They didn't respect female painters, and women had to hide behind male pen names. So there's an issue that even exists there, but we have to be able to step outside of the toxicness of the patriarchies that we are living in order to be able to acknowledge this. So thank you all so much. I am going to open up the phone lines. That is my full lesson for today. And I want to hear from you all about how you all feel about what it is that we are seeing, what's going on, the awakening that is happening for women. So here, the phone lines are open, and this is the telephone number going across there. The Cash Apples is also going across there in case you want to get your message through. And so I am taking domestic phone calls right now. And then I will open up the WhatsApp in a little bit, but not at this moment. So I need for you all who are in the United States and want to call in, or anybody who wants to call in on the phone number can do that now. And then I'll open up the WhatsApp, I'll say in maybe about 10 minutes. So we'll take regular phone calls. So that's the number 323-488-3149. There's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to allow you all to catch up. This portion of the video is brought to you by the Tanya TKO Total Knockout Vegan Makeup Pack. So for those of you who are looking for a clean, fresh, sustainable look that is guilt-free, that does not test on animals, that uses high-quality vegan products, I'm going to be selling a limited run for Christmas this year. So just get yourselves ready and prepared for that. If you're on the mailing list, you will be second to know. Text Notification Squad will be first. Welcome. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Hello, Tanya. This is April.
Hi, AJ?
April, sorry, can you hear me?
Oh, April. Hi, April. So what is your comment about this whole boondoggle that we're caught up in the middle of?
So I came in a little late, but I saw the man raging, calling it demonic. I wouldn't take it that far because, I don't think we should ever see black bodies as being demonic. Mm-hmm. So I think he was taking it a little bit too far there. And then, the flip side is that it's like, okay, well, when white women get up and do sexual things, is that demonic too? Because there's a lot of prevalence of that in media. When you look at, even when you look at the porn industry, like most of the top porn earners are white females and white males. So anyway,
I think race in this matter. I think race matters here because I think that
it does.
I think that we are seeing an already subjugated, beleaguered group of people who are receiving further denigration in public with the degradation of their image splattered across buses in the United States, buses and billboards. So I think that there's a difference between punching up and punching down. So white women are the most powerful women in our society. Black women are the least powerful. So to continue to beat down an already embattled group of women is atrocious. To constantly show them in over-sexualized positions where even little girls are not thought of as being girls, that they're seen as less innocent. I think it matters. And I think context here for how we got here matters too, in how people don't even think twice. They're just getting on the bus with an image of an animalistic looking black woman with contorted face and titties swinging and some pink baboon thing, panhapunani, and it's just too much. It's too much.
It is. And I definitely agree, which is why I also agree about the whole positive promotion thing. Like, it would be nice to see more prolific black artists who actually, beautify the black form. But, that's a whole nother, it's so much more profitable and easy to just, demonize and hypersexualize black women than actually try to make them seem more personable, relatable, more human-like than, just like a Jezebel or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I definitely agree on that part. And I saw the bit about the artist, which is a black woman, and her other art, what looks on her website or whatever. I'm not going to hate on her art. I'm sure she's getting paid. I hope she's getting paid a good amount of money, from Meek Mill for that. And, I'm not going to put down a black artist, but it would have been nice to see something else from her. But, again, when you get into women and how you go back into that conversation of it's a lot easier to just, do the sexual thing than to do the respectful thing. And that's really sad.
Well, thank you so much for calling in and giving your point of view. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. You have a good night, Tanya.
Yeah, you too. All right. So the phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. We're talking about the Meek Mill bus posters and the man's viral response. You're on Air Live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. How are you? Welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. So talk to me. What is your comment about what we're talking about tonight?
Okay, so first, I wanted to know if you are going to differentiate between the Americans and the Caribbean black women again, or is this all black women?
Can you talk about the subject that we're talking about, the bus poster and the conversation that we're having?
You're differentiating between
what is your comment about? You're the one calling in with your comment. I gave all of my comments about this, and this is why I opened up the phone lines.
Okay, I didn't know. All right.
Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. I don't want to play games on the phone. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Listen, give your comment about let's not be snarky and start talking about whether or not we're different. Did you hear? If you want to differentiate in your comment, you go ahead and make your differentiation if you want to. That's on you. I gave my comments already. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And listen, I need to get listen, there are some rules of calling in. There's some rules of my broadcast. Let me just tell you this, right? I am psychologically analyzed once a year to make sure everything is good. I have no mental health disorders or no psychological disorders, right? I have a life coach whom I work with, and I am happy with the direction that my life is going in. I have counsel whom I trust to be able to advise me behind the scenes. I am good with who it is that I am. If you don't like who it is that I am, then this isn't the right place for you. Find your tribe elsewhere. It's as simple as that. It's very simple, because rather than you sitting up here trying to tell me who you think I should be, unqualified, unvetted opinion that I didn't ask you for and I don't trust from you anyway, it's inappropriate. So I just want to put that out there for the record. I just want to put that out there so that we can understand. I want you to be ready to speak and ready to go when you get on the phone with what it is that you want to contribute to the conversation. If you want to be snarky and start trying to bring up all this other stuff and some other things that are irrelevant to the conversation at hand, and if then that is you chancing it. You chancing it with that. You chancing it. It's as simple as that. Nonetheless, the phone lines are open again. Let me open the phone lines back up. Give me 1 second. All right. Phone lines are back open, 323-488-3149. The calls are butting up against one another because they're coming in so quickly. I'm seeing a 479 area code, 856 area code, and you have to somebody has to stop so that a call can come through. Somebody has to stop so that a call can come through. Listen, people who are trying to start beef between content creators is inappropriate. I have no issues with any content creator at all. I'm living my life and doing what is right for me and my life. I have no issues with anybody at all. So people, you have to look within yourself to see why is the temptation to attempt to try to create problems where there is none. What is that's going on? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes in different people's lives and homes, right? And many people have children in school. And my question is, how do we address children and bullying when adult women can't even get it together? It's silly and it's too much. All right, so the phone calls are not going to, it seems like the phone calls are not going to come through because they're just butting up against one another, but I think I hear something. Hey, welcome. Okay, so we have gotten some more apples in. And Branding sends $1 and says, so she does have white paint. You know something? I cannot with you. Okay, yes. She does have white paint. We see that. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. Amber sends $5 and says, too many Black women portray themselves this way. Well, many people who don't know their worth, give people discounts. And Goodness Rated Bo sends, hey, $103. Hey! 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 Thank you so much. Thank you. And she says, thank you, Tanya. Your work is needed. Thank you. Hey, our first call is coming in. Hey, let me grab it. Hey, okay. Here. All right. You were on the air live with Tanya, and you just came into the last few seconds of my dance party. So you're gonna have to stand up and dance with me, okay? Come on, stand up and dance. Hey, come on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, stand up and dance, girl. Stand up. You're not gonna dance with me? Huh? Hey, all right. So we are back. We're back. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Denise, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hi, Denise. So what is your comment this evening?
Okay, I couldn't help but listen to the entire well-deserved rant that the European brother gave regarding Meek Mill's depiction of Black women. Mm-hmm. And, I've always, there's some validity to what he was saying about the root of it. He mentioned satanic. He mentioned Masons, and what he was pointing out to was an agenda. And so I do know that if this is the kind of depiction or what he's alluding to that a lot of people do know of, and they're not willing to step forward with it, that we do have a Prince Hall Masons that could say, listen, we denounce this, we don't agree with this, Meek Mill or whatever. But the entertainment industry is very filled with a lot of people who do a lot of grooming. So this bus that would generally ride around is geared to normalize and get young children and people to accept this, but they're doing it at the expense of Black women. And I just think that this is unfortunate that we won't speak up, and we have such powerful Black men in the community that are Prince Hall Masons, that are great leaders of society, and they won't say anything because of this tight knit of the brotherhood that they have to break out of a little just to do their job. They won't do it. I don't know why, but they should. And that is my contribution to it, because you pretty much nailed everything else. But that last part is very important because it does exist, and I think that's a stone wall that we're fighting against. The Black women are also fighting against the brotherhood and the fact that they're more loyal to their oath than to protect us. They won't do it. They just won't do it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for adding your comment to the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Have a great evening.
How come you ain't dance with me?
Oh, I just made sure I turned down my music, and I didn't want to get the TKO punch and I wanted to make sure I was prepared and the point was made. But I'm dancing, trust me.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. So that was interesting. So the phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Let me give you a thumbs up here. Thank you, Goodness Rated. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you all giving your comments, showing up for the live, participating in the discussion, and not taking anything personally. Don't take it personally. I don't have anything, I don't have anything against anybody who calls in and the call doesn't go well. I don't hold on to that stuff. By the time we move to the next call, that is out of the window, out of the door, and out of my mind. So release it. If it happens to you, release it and let's continue to go forward. It's as simple as that. Sometimes things happen. All right. So the calls are butting up against one another. Somebody says, Tanya, you're looking really pretty. Thank you. I'm trying out this new thing because I really love this red in terms of the lipstick. I really, really, really love it. I just love it. And I love the golden look, and I love these eyelashes. And so, like I said, this portion of the video is sponsored by the Tanya TKO Vegan Makeup Pack. And it is going to be available this Christmas. We're continuing to put together the final pieces. Well, not the final pieces. There's still some more things that we're testing in terms of color and formula because I want everything to be exactly as I like it. I'm really happy with what it is that we have so far. However, there are a few different things that I wanted to add. The text notification squad did talk behind the scenes, and some women needed a lip neutralizer in order to neutralize out the color underneath their lips. The makeup is highly pigmented and made from pure natural ingredients like mica powder for the gold shimmer, etc., and silica to give you a nice finished look. It's just really nice, silky, beautiful, wonderful makeup that you can wear to give you a very light makeup look. Like somebody was talking about how I put on makeup and it didn't even look like I had on much makeup. And they were saying that as an insult. And I'm like, no, that's the point. That's what I want it to look like. I want it to look fresh and natural. I don't want you to look caked up and caked down. All right. So the calls are butting up against one another. So I might have to just reach out to one of the calls coming through. Let me see who is calling back to back to back, because when it starts getting like this, they just bump up and they don't let any of the calls through.
Please leave your message for...
See, this person is calling. Let me try the next one.
Hello?
You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, this is Denise. I think
Oh,
I was
you
on the
got
phone.
through. Okay, my bad, my bad. Because I see the calls. Did you call back in again? Because there's so many. Oh, you know what? They're coming in so fast that I'm down at the bottom. I'm in the middle of the
It's
thing.
okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm trying to call this 678 number that's calling back to back, but it's going through now.
Hello?
Yes. Hi. You're on your live with Tanya. What's your name?
Yeah, hi, Tanya. It's Angel.
Hi, Angel. So, what is your comment this evening? We're talking about the bus rap and the white man's response and Killer Mike's response, or however it is that you want to contribute to the conversation.
Okay, I was interested in talking about Mike Mill and Killer Mike. I mean, I appreciate what the white guy was saying because I think he was on point with a lot of things. But Mike Mill, as far as I know, just looking, Meek Mill has doesn't even he doesn't even take his resources, energy, or be in relationships with women who look like the women he put on that bus.
Really? So, who, let's see, is Meek Mill, does he have a girlfriend? Let's see.
They look like preferences, and they look like so-called preferences or exoticals. They don't
Oh,
even
hold
look like the
on. Let's
women that
take a
he.
look and see. So, let's pull up. So this is, I just Googled Meek Mill girlfriend, right? And
Mhm.
so let's take a look and see what we have here.
And I know very little about him, but I did what you did. I just Googled Meek Mill girlfriends, and I saw all these women that looked nothing like the women he's demeaning on the bus.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's one thing. Could I make another
Yeah,
point
go
like
ahead, go
about Killer
ahead.
Mike?
Yeah, go
Okay, so
ahead.
Killer Mike had this show in 2019 on Netflix. And let me see. I can try to find. Can you hear me okay like this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm trying to find. I pulled up the name of the show. It was called let me see. But anyway, he had this show on Netflix, and he did several episodes. And I was watching it because I thought he had something to say. And one of the shows was called something about Jesus, and he was talking about how he didn't, he was trying to speak out against people talking about, how, Christianity has this white Jesus and all of
Mm-hmm.
this. The Trigger Warning. Trigger Warning was the name of the show. And it
Oh.
only lasted one season, but one of the seasons, he did a show about Jesus. And he said that he was going to start a new church with this rapper called Sleepy something, called the Church of Sleep. And it talked about how black people never get to rest, because of all we go through in this country. And so what I'm bringing this up about is the main part of the so-called church took place in a strip club.
What? How
Yeah,
they
and
was
it was
having church in a
him.
strip club?
Exactly. And it was him and this really gross-looking guy. Both of these men are, not what you would call conventionally attractive, and they're drooling over. They're watching these young girls who were naked, and that was what was going on in the background of their alleged church. So I lost all respect for him at that point. And this was 2019, because I thought, well, he's into objectifying black women, and they all happen to be young black young ladies. And I thought, and they were doing a lot of twerking and bending over, grabbing ankles, and all of this stuff. And
In the
he and his
church?
son liked it in this so-called Church of Sleep that we're all supposed to go, and that's supposed to be our new church because, white Jesus is so evil, which I agree, but I'm just saying this is no replacement that's going to help black women anyway. Maybe it makes him feel good because I think men like strip clubs. They like that environment because they can go somewhere and be treated like kings by young naked women. So
Mm.
they're getting they're getting catered to, and yes, everybody knows it's so the young ladies can make money, but they can be in this fantasy that that's how society should be. And
Got
so I
you.
thought if he supports that, I couldn't deal with him anymore after that. And also,
Wow.
the last point I just wanted to make is that if a black woman came out and made some of the points that he makes, which are good points about black empowerment and black people trying to take back their community and all of this stuff, but if she looked like him, she would be laughed out of existence. That's just the
Mm.
society we live in. It's so sexist and patriarchal, as
When
you
you
had
say if
mentioned.
she looked like him, you mean same skin color or if she had facial features that were similar to his?
Oh, facial features, body type, that type of thing.
Oh, got you, got you, got you, got you,
Black
got you.
women, you're not. And I mean, you're a really like exceptionally beautiful woman. You and a lot of the content creators. And I'm not saying your message is powerful. That's what really takes hold. But it doesn't hurt that you're extremely easy on the eyes. And so, I mean, I've had people. That's just that helps for women. Unfortunately, if a woman was like Killer Mike and came out and was talking some of the talking points he talks, I don't think anybody would even listen anyway.
Oh, so you're saying that female artists have to be beautiful, but male artists can be hideous, like Meek Mill and Killer Mike.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
This is
much.
what you're
I
saying.
mean, they get away with it. That's
What
part of
would Jesus say
patriarchy.
that about his children, his lambs?
I want,
That they
and let me put it
that
like
they
this:
that
they're
they're
not. I
hideous?
won't say they're. I won't say they're quote hideous. I'll say they're conventionally unattractive. And our society would not accept that. I know that if I want people to listen to me, I have to doll it up a little bit. Because I'm a woman, and that's how our society treats women. And as a woman who's been pony showed with men, and men who I thought were in love with me, or were introducing me to their family because they wanted to be with me. But no, they just had male family members they wanted to impress. And so I know that women get treated like that, and it's not you're kind of flattered, but you feel demeaned too at the same time because he doesn't really care about you like that. And
Yeah, you're
ultimately,
just a
for me,
prop.
those type of black men, they may pony show me, but at the end of the day, they're going to end up with a white woman or an exotical. So
Mm.
I was pony showed by because I don't know, maybe I was the most attractive black woman they could get. I don't know, but I'm just saying
Interesting.
those the Meek Mill one, the women he put on that bus are not women he would even pick to be with, and that's why it's extra abrasive and ugly that he did
Oh,
that.
how interesting. So you're saying he would not be with a dark-skinned black woman, or you haven't seen him with a dark-skinned black woman, and you don't see him investing in the community that you see him with lighter complected women that you describe as exotic.
Yeah, or yeah, that don't look like the women that he's showing in these demeaning positions.
Yeah.
I think that yes, he would have sex with women like that. Yeah, definitely,
Mm.
absolutely. But would he invest in them? Would he take them out in public? Would he be willing to commit to them? I think that's unlikely based on what I've seen of him. So that's him.
Got
And
you.
then Killer Mike has always been into kind of sexualizing and objectifying black women. So of course he
Has
supports it.
he?
And
I don't know much about Killer Mike besides the stuff that he was doing politically, but does he objectify as well? I thought he was supposed to be
not,
prolific.
I
He
don't
had
know if
some
he does
Netflix
in his
show. Ugh.
I don't know if he does in his music because I'm not familiar with his music like you. I'm only familiar with him politically and his activism. But on this show, he had. Why would you create a so-called church to be in a strip club? How is that helpful to black women? It's
Yeah.
very uncaring of where we're coming from and how we see the world. How would we go and so-called worship in this church full of naked young ladies? It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
So that's just my main commentary, and just that I hope you keep doing what you're doing. You're exposing a lot of things, and I think helping um, Black women like me to open our eyes. I'm Generation X, and unfortunately, our eyes were sealed shut. We just didn't know anything, and we believed everything they told us as far as what Black men were saying to us, and we didn't pay attention to what they were doing. But I'm glad younger women are getting this message, but also women my age who are still vibrant and healthy and dating, and we need this message too. We need it too, and a lot of us listen to you as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, have a good evening. Phone lines are open 323-488-3149. These are some very interesting comments. Okay, so we're going to take one more call and then we're going to jump out of here. But if the calls are going to continue to butt up against one another, we might not even be able to get that next call. Let's see.
Hello?
You're on Air Live with Tanya. What is your name?
My name is Nina.
Hi, Nina. So what is your comment this evening about this bus rap and the man's response, etc.?
I just think it's a bit sad that a lot of the commenters that are female are saying it's Black art. Why are you being so prude? What do you have against nudity? I have nothing against nudity. Obviously, the Black female body in its natural form is beautiful. Our golden brown skin, our lush lips. There's nothing wrong with that. But why wouldn't the artist, who apparently thinks Black women should be naked on a bus, why wouldn't the artist then depict us? Maybe we're lounging on a chaise with a man fanning us and feeding us grapes. Maybe we're held up as royalty in the nude. Maybe something like that. Why does it have to be so disgusting and objectifying and that's your place, bend over for me, show me your pussy, shake your ass? Why is that the art, supposedly, that we're supposed to see on a bus?
I think he's coming out with
bus?
some sort of song that's talking about pain of the pursuit of money or something like that.
Okay, well then show somebody being chopped up chasing money. Why am I looking at this disgusting? Why aren't any of the people on the bus just the preference chicks? Why don't they look like April Jones? Why don't they look like Princess Love? Why are they dark-skinned women? It's the whole thing is just disgusting to me. And for
With
people to
palm
say
trees
that,
like
you
they're
know,
out in the wild. He's from Philly. Ain't no palm trees over there. But go ahead.
Thank you. But that was the depiction. Like, oh, we just animals out in the jungle somewhere shaking our butts, and that's all we good for, and that's how we get our money. Okay, if that's what you want to believe. And then that white brother that stood up for us, people are saying, you know, he's going too far, saying it's demonic or satanic. He can think it's demonic or satanic. I don't know all the symbols, the flooring. I like black and white flooring. It looks cute with blue walls. But the point is, we should be just as angry as he is if that is how we're going to be portrayed, as if that's all we're worth. Because I'm not going to ever be a light-skinned, straight-haired preference chick. I'm not going to be her. And I know I'm not also going to be some dark-skinned Black woman with my everything out in public for everyone to see while I'm shaking my butt, and that's the only value I have. I know I'm worth more than that. So that was all I wanted to say. It's just ridiculous that those women are like caping for that dude. I'm like, look.
Thank you so much for your comment. Have a good evening.
Thank you for calling me. Bye.
All right. So the phone lines are open. If you want to call in on WhatsApp, now is your chance to call in on WhatsApp. I'm going to close up these phone lines over here, and I'm going to take some WhatsApp calls if there are people. But you know, people who may need to call in on WhatsApp are probably asleep now at this time because it is late in the other countries. So we might just have to call it an evening. I appreciate the people who came out and had their comments about this situation in particular. And I love discussing ideas. I love discussing and fleshing out different points of views. Did he go too far by giving his call to action? Was he blaming women? Was he just telling women, wake up and realize that you don't have to stand for this? He asked if this is how we want to be represented. If the answer is no, then what is it that we are going to do? How do we respond to this in a way that gets us? How do we respond to this in a way that gets us the result that we want? And what we would like to see is less of the sexualization of Black female bodies, both young and old. So here we have some apples that have come in. Ladrina sends $1 and says, critique of the art aside, the medium is BS. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Random Thoughts sends $10 and says, good show today. This is the TKO I subscribe to. All right. So thank you all so much for coming out for today's broadcast. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And you know what? I just need to address that. I'm going to address that comment. In terms of this being the TKO that you subscribe to. We are all multifaceted beings, right? And there are many different sides of all of us. This is a side of me. Every video that I make is a side of me. And if there are certain videos that you resonate with more than others, then by all means, watch those videos, support those videos as you have today, and just continue going forward. You know, it's like we exist in this world, each on our own respective journey. This is my journey and you are on yours. And I'm happy that there are some things that you resonate with on the channel. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. Hey. Thank you all so much for coming out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is what? Part of loving yourself is... Oh, hey. Here we go. Here we go. Part of loving yourself is... Hey! All right, Shirley, whatever your last name was, you were sent to the block party. And if there is anybody else who would like to go, by all means, come forward. Come forward. Because, listen. Let's say I am any number of horrible names, as any human being has a right to be, right? But what does it say about you if you are swimming around in areas that no one invited you to, that you decided upon yourself to take and swim around in? I don't go out looking for people to come. People come. People come. And if you can't stay away, listen, I understand it. It's because you know you see it. You see it. Hey. Hey. Hey, come on. Get those boxing gloves up. Get them up in the air. Hey, 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 hey. And box like you just don't care. Hey. Let's get the volume up. Our volume is so low. Let's get that up. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. What's the self-love lesson that you learned from today's video? Come on, let's get those lessons up. Listen, go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is what? What is loving yourself? Loving yourself is what? What is the self-love lesson that you got from today's video? I will say, part of loving yourself is advocating for yourself. There's so many people who get so used to themselves being walked all over, stepped on, disregarded, that when you advocate for yourself, you seem rude. Listen, you know how we used to see those images of Moses parting the Red Sea when we were young? Sometimes you have got to dig your energy down deep, down into the surface of the earth and get people to back the F up off of you. Sometimes you got to do that, right? Sometimes you got to do that. So let's see. Boundaries, respect yourself. Come on, let's get those self-love lessons. What are they? What are they? What are those self-love lessons? All right, set boundaries. I don't come with a discount. That's right. That's right. Recognize those defending you and acting as an ally. Yes. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, especially in the face of disrespect. Exactly. It doesn't have anything to do with me as a black woman. I'm not in it. Cut a nigga off. I hear you. Come on, what's these self-love lessons? This is crazy. It is. Respect myself. All right. Hey, stop laughing at me. Yes, that's how I used to feel. But no, F these folks. That's right. Off the wall, Michael Jackson said it best. Yeah, pay attention to those red flags. All right. Be kind to yourself. Know your worth. All right. Respect should be fought for. Well, you know what? That's an interesting concept. That's an interesting concept, right? That's an interesting concept. I would like to flesh that out. Should we fight for respect? Or should we leave areas in which we're not getting the respect that we deserve? Should we just not support? Should we, because fighting and doing all of that can be so debilitating. You know what I mean? Like, either they do what they need to do or you don't support. So, interesting. Somebody said more dancing. Mel says, happy I caught the live. I'm happy that you came out too. I'm happy that you came out as well. Listen, so go ahead and you can type those self-love lessons in the comment area. And I appreciate each and every one of you coming out. Thank you all so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Thank you. All right, the links to different ways to support is in the description. My book is on Amazon, the Book of Affirmation Self-Love, the Text Notification Squad. You all are the ones who get the text 15 minutes before we go live. And I think that's pretty much it. I will see you all in the next video. You can also support the show monthly on TanyaTKO.com. Click on support. You can send me stories on TanyaTKO.com. Click on contact. And listen, love yourself. Set your boundaries. Set them firm. And know what the repercussions is for people who cross your boundaries. Hey. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Make sure that you know how to find the channel again. Click on it, subscribe, share, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.